What's up, guys? It's Raj from My Student. I just had a stream about the Dell Optiplex GX620. Wanted to come back for the second live stream of the day, the second video of the day, to talk to you guys about the iPhone battery conspiracy. And before you think you've heard it all, before you think this is the ramblings of a crazy man that you call repeating the same thing that your parents think or whatnot, I want to tell you that there is no conspiracy. The whole planned obsolescence thing does not actually exist, and why it's annoying that people do. How's this look? How's this look? Is this a clear enough video? Should we make this a little bit clearer? Let's try to make it a little bit clearer. How's that looking? How's that looking? No? I want to go a little bit blurrier? Alright, how's that looking? That's now really good if we're doing close-ups, which we are not. But there's that nice bokeh effect, huh? Never wanted that bokeh effect before? Alright, so we're back in business. Hopefully this is a little bit better. If it's not, there's not much really I can do at this point, so we're just going to have to bear with me. Let's make that a little bit better. And it might be that just because it's blown up so much, like I said, guys, this isn't that great of a webcam, but I got it for a good deal. And until I can afford to invest more into it, this is pretty much all we're got. But we're going to shrink it down a little bit. I'm going to be in the center, though, so you're not just looking at a little brown guy in the corner. And basically what I wanted to talk to you guys about today was the iPhone battery conspiracy theory. Is Apple doing the whole planned obsolescence thing with them lowering clock speeds? And the simple answer is no. Now, the reason why I'm having this topic again versus that recorded video I did back in December is that this is still a problem that a lot of people are thinking is true, and that's just, it's getting on my nerves. So first you have the parents and family members who don't know much about technology who's thinking, well, yeah, this is how they get you to purchase a new iPhone. And while I can definitely see that argument, if you're not paying attention, if you're not thinking about what's actually happening here, sure, totally, yeah. Say that that's what's happening, but that's not what is happening here. See, back with the iPhone 6s and 7s, what would happen is that with every software update that's major, like from iOS 9 to iOS 10, from iOS 10 to iOS 11, there are new features that are introduced that are designed for the latest and greatest hardware at the time and for the future, which means not all older hardware is going to be able to support it. And this is where the trouble gets in, because people expect to be able to run brand new software on their 2-year-old phone. So what ended up happening was that the battery in the CPU was being put under a lot of strain. And specifically, that was causing random shutoffs anywhere from 30 to 50%. Usually your phone will shut off if it's under 5%. What was happening here is, oh, we were at 30%. Oh, let's just have a random shutoff. That'll be okay. And that's what was happening. And really, Apple was just like, well, we need to come up with a solution. And they put it in the release notes, hey, we're having some battery management fixes in here. Sure, they could have put, yeah, we're lowering your CPU speeds, but for the average person who doesn't even read them, is it even that big of a deal? Here's where the issue comes in, though, is everybody's thinking, well, now, yeah, my phone battery lasts longer, which is what I'm always complaining about, but my phone's not faster. In all honesty, sure, your phone's not as fast as it was, but to the average user, you don't really notice it. A lot of the issues that you were having can be fixed by reducing transparency, increasing contrast, reducing motion, all of the nice little effects. And sure, Apple doesn't give you direct access to just completely disable every single feature. Yeah, I get that. I really do. As a person who used to be an avid jailbreaker and is waiting for the newest jailbreak releases to put on an older phone and an iPad, I completely get the the argument that that's what you want. But at the same time, Apple doesn't cater to the power users for the most part. Apple caters to the people that just want something that works. And when people, so that's the first side of the argument is, family members and parents who don't really understand what's happening here but wants to just jump that they're getting gypped. The second one is for a lot of Android users out there that are shouting, oh, my Samsung phone doesn't do that, and I have great battery life. And as a person who had a Note 7 that did not end up well, and as a person who, has used Android phones in the past, I can always say that after 6 months of not getting updates and after 6 months of using the phone intensively, the battery life does go down. And especially with Samsung phones that used to once tout that we have a removable battery, no longer having it, that gets even worse. Before with Android phones, at least in my experience, if I had a battery that would go down really fast, and in my experience, it would not be able to hold a charge more than 3 hours before it died. I could at least hot swap a battery, and I had a charger where I could just slide another phone battery in, similar to how the old camera chargers used to work. That, however, is no longer a thing. That means that you're just stuck having to charge. And the Android solution to that is fast charging, which is nice. Don't get me wrong. I like having fast charging on any device. I think it's really great. But that's ignoring the problem still that, it's an older device trying to do new things that will have a toll on the battery. And that's the thing I don't think a lot of people understand is, we're just going to say that this is not a problem when it is. So what are your thoughts on the whole iPhone battery conspiracy? Is there really a conspiracy? Is it planned obsolescence? Or is it a company trying to do what they need to? So far, I'm playing around with iOS 11.3 Beta 1. No features of battery management have been included, but they've promised it will be starting in February. So we're going to hold out hope until then. So, again, what do you guys think? You think that we should just open the walled garden and have a lot of fun with it? Do you think that we should even really be upset because at least they tried? Do you think that it's all a scam and we should all just go and get Samsung phones instead? I mean, as long as it's not the Google Pixel, but that's a rant for another time. So let's just make sure that everything is going great over here. If right now this is the best time, if you want to talk to me right now in the chat, if you want to say anything to me, go ahead, do it right now. Now is the time to talk. Aight. If you want to see more videos, we got a card up here. It's the iPhone 10 commercial, #Animoji karaoke. That was a really nice video. I was really happy making that. If you want to check out another channel with great video, great content, not similar to my content, but more fun stuff, check out India International. She's really fun. She's a really great person. Go ahead and sub to her. I don't really know what else to say. We can create a highlight. Nah, we're not going to create a highlight. But there you go. Is Apple doing this on purpose? Is this necessarily a negative thing? Is there anything really bad happening here? Roger's thoughts on the matter? No. I feel like they could have communicated that a little bit better, but at the same time, I feel like they did. People just didn't pay attention, and then were upset they didn't pay attention. What are your thoughts on the matter? Go ahead, let me know in the comments below. Again, if you like this style of video making, video recording, or video live streaming, where I live stream to you and then you're able to watch it later if you couldn't watch it during the actual live stream, please let me know in the comments below. Please let me know in the chat. Leave a like. Let's try to get this video to 2 likes. It'll be a giant milestone if we get there. Thank you guys again for watching this video. Peace out.